Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. In the last episode we collected the 5 golden leaves for Richard and were able to gain access to Pothole Field, which held the slime key. And so now we are going to be taking on Key Cavern, and well, as you can see, we can't go this way, but yeah, we use a pot to break this door here. And right off the bat we have Stalfos and some bomb bites. Bomb bites kind of work like bombs in Super Mario, except they bounce over really fast, and it's kind of annoying, especially if they hit you. If you're strategic and a little lucky, you might just end up with them hitting an enemy, which always nice, feels good. So oh, little trap there, not too many of those, but it's different, kind of cool if you're able to appreciate it. So like, yeah, these, like we've seen in previous dungeons, we can't get through there, so we're gonna have to look for a crystal switch that will allow us to change those. Got some more Stalfos. Go ahead and kill these guys. These are just regular Stalfos. The ones with the hoods are called shrouded Stalfos. Like I said, I'll try to name the enemies as I go along, because they do have unique names to other Zelda games. These are called, I think, the little ones I believe are called slimes. Those are called Zols or something, or maybe I got that backwards. So yeah, this area down here, this basement, is like a 4-way locked key thing, and each door has another key, so that if you go in the wrong one, you can always try again. But alright, so these guys, you'll notice when you get close to them, they will teleport and then shoot at you. These enemies are called parods, kind of like parrots. I guess they kind of look like parrots with just more bulbous noses, but kind of like hard to kill if you Alright, might have to be a little strategic here. So what I'm gonna try and do, well, that worked better than I thought it would. Okay. Yeah, take that, man. Alright, I don't know if I can throw this across the gap or not. Oh, I can, but alright, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna place this bomb. Oh. Alright, place this bomb, jump, make him teleport. Did not work how I planned, but now I can just kill him like I did the other guy. Easy. And one more. Oh, that was close. I thought it was gonna fall in the gap. And we get a key. Please do not fall in that gap. What are you doing? Alright. Alright, so now, yeah, like I said, nothing in that room except for another key, so guess we'll try another door. And I already know which rooms, are useless. I'm just, there's no point in, if someone doesn't know, there's not really a point in skipping a room, because I wanted to show off it all anyway. So get rid of this shrouded Stalfos. Okay, there we go. The slime. Oh, that worked. Okay. Oh, another slime. Ah! Or a Zol, or whatever he is. I might have to go back and do some research, because those are oddly specific. So, alright, yeah. nothing except for another key. So let's try this door. Another parod. Couple bats. Get these slimes here. Or Zolls. I'm just gonna call them slimes for right now, because like I said, I don't quite remember which are which, so. Got another key, but there is still more to go, so. Okay, oh. Actually, pretty sure that that's going to just continue on to the rest of the dungeon. So before I mess with that, gonna go ahead in here. Got a Stalfos. And yeah, see, some reason, I don't know if I mentioned this or not, but in the older Zelda games, throwing pots at enemies is like, it's like one of the strongest attacks in the entire game. It's kind of funny, kind of broken, but interesting nonetheless. Now that we've hit that crystal switch, we can gain access to this chest. And for the sake of showing everything off, we'll go ahead and use it on this owl. Far away, do not fear, dash and fly. Okay, so we're gonna have to keep that in mind. If something is far away, we're gonna have to dash and fly, whatever that means. So now we can go in this room where we were not able to proceed because of these switches, and go ahead and get him out of the way and get the dungeon map. So now we can go ahead and proceed down to the other room that we went in. Yeah, over here. Okay. Ugh. Man, I hate that, like, if you're not on the same level, I mean, I know it makes sense, but if you're not, like, on the same level as those guys, still, it doesn't, like, attack them or whatever. It doesn't hurt them. Alright, this, you know how I showed off the trick about using your sword to detect weak places in walls? Yeah, this wall sounds different, so we'll go ahead and bomb this. Look at that. Okay. Ah, maybe this is what that owl was talking about. This, I mean, that other area is far away. Maybe if we could dash and fly across there. We'll have to see. But go ahead and blow up this, because I don't think we can get over there any other way. So yeah. And we kind of went through it backwards. As you can tell, like, if we had gone up through here, we would see this arrow, and it would kind of indicate that, yeah, there's something over here. But we knew a trick, so we used it. Simple as that. So here's some more bomb bites. 3, 2, 1. These are, the green bomb bites are a lot easier, because you can just keep them away until they get close, and then keep your distance. So yeah. get rid of some of these slimes. Another shrouded Stalfos. And we get ourselves a compass. And looks like a dead end, but we've been fooled before. Oh, one more spot. So yeah, it's definitely a useful trick to remember. Alright, so yeah, what you just saw is pretty much the best you can hope for. If you can like knock out 1 bomb bite, 2 bomb bites, 3 bomb bites by just going after one. Alright, so before we go back, let's see if we can go any further. Nope, alright. So in this case, we've gone as far as we can go, so. So yeah, once again, as I pointed out in the very first dungeon, every time you hear that sound effect when you enter a room, that means there is a key in that room. Alright, get rid of these Zols and slimes. Guardian Acorn as soon as I attack him. It's fine, I guess. Alright, so go ahead and go this way. More Parods. See if we can. No, get off. Alright, and by defeating all the enemies in that room, we unlocked another chest. I don't know if you can hear my dog scratching on my bed. Not sure what she's trying to do, but alright. And talk to this owl. To defeat the black monsters with the hard shell, feed them something explosive. We'll just put it right out there, man. Alright. Just 50 rupees, but not too bad. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and push that over there just so we can come back here anytime we want to. And now you can see we're up on this, what would you call this, balcony, I guess, maybe. Didn't really lead to anything, just allows you to see all the rooms. Pretty much just there so that you know that there is a bombable place in the wall, because otherwise you might just think that there's nowhere else to go. So, alright, so now we go through here, and these guys are the mini boss for this dungeon. You'll see this is the hard shell the owl was talking about, so he told us to feed them bombs, so we'll just, oh, yep, that definitely wounded them. Alright, so now if you try and feed them too close together, they won't eat it. You have to wait a little bit. So I just fed him, so he's probably not going to eat. He'll eat though. He might now. There we go. After 3, we get it, and do we already have a fairy? Yeah, we have a fairy, so Will you do it already, or has it not been long enough? There we go. So yeah, we'll be seeing those guys a lot, but this is their first appearance, so they get to be mini bosses in this dungeon. And we just acquired the item for this dungeon, which is the Pegasus boots. This will allow us to, as foreshadowed by the owl that we first talked to, far away, dash, and jump. So if we hold the L button, yeah, Link will run, and I think it's so cute when he gets ready to go. Like, just listen to the sound effect, his like the pitter patter of his feet when he. Like, I just think that's the cutest thing ever. I can just sit here and do that all day. Alright, so now we can get back out here. Before we make our way down there, though, we're gonna go ahead and test out what the owl was telling us. So if we run and then we use the Rock's Feather to jump, we're gonna use the speed and height, and it's gonna allow us to, oh, did a little bit too soon. There we go. And there's the nightmare key. So yeah, that was what the little sound effect was trying to clue us in on. So now that we have done everything on this floor, we'll go ahead and use the keys that we have to get through here. Uh-oh. There's one more locked block. But we've been everywhere in the dungeon, haven't we? By the way, yeah, if you you might notice that the layout for the dungeon is a giant key. Cute attention to detail. So, but anyway, back to the problem at hand. You know, we're missing a key, but where could it be? If you remember, some of you might. Yes, there was this area at the very beginning of the dungeon that we were unable to do because we couldn't get close enough. But now that we have the Pegasus boots, we can run straight. It's kind of difficult to do, but and just stab him. And of course, there is the last key. So now that we have that, we are finally able to progress to the boss, or the nightmare for this dungeon. Because in this game, they're referred to as nightmares. So, here we go. Alright, so you might not know how to get through here. Try and stab him, but as with most Zelda games, when you acquire the dungeon item, you make use of it quite a lot. So now we're going to, once again, since that's far away, like the owl told us, alright, so these parods, we no longer have to use bombs to defeat them now, because since we are super fast now, we can kill them before they ever see us coming. Yeah, you'll notice that these, like, they kind of react like they're jiggly, and when you go through them, they like pop like balloons. In the original game, they resembled more like crystals, or almost like, I mean, they still looked like tents, but they almost seemed like a different kind of rock. Because they were hard and they didn't jiggle, but it was the same concept. Like, you needed the Pegasus boost to break through them. I just think it's kind of strange that in the remake they made it kind of like child-proof or something. You know, it's like, oh, they're not dangerous. Yeah, we get another key. What could that be for? Well, I guess I can show off what it is for real quick. Because it's reasonable to be a little confused, because it shouldn't really be for anything. There's no more locked doors. At least it doesn't seem that way. But if you remember, I didn't point these out, but there are some over here. Some of these things here. So if we defeat that... Ah, crap. Hang on. The switch is not in the optimal position for me to show this off yet. Come on, dude. I ain't trying. I ain't looking for a fight right now. Oh, well. I guess he stays dead. So you'll... Yeah, see, last time we went through here, we couldn't kill that slime over there. So we technically didn't kill every enemy on this screen. Now that we have, this is what makes this chest appear and get 300 rupees. Actually, you know, to be honest, I am kind of struggling to remember what that key's for. Oh man, I almost had him. Alright, before we go back up, the pots at the beginning of this dungeon always have bombs. like a thing. But alright, gotta find what this key is for, cause it's gonna bug me. It's not. Ah, come on, dude. Can't even run when they get. Later. It's not there either. Well. I guess we'll figure out what it's for later. Ah, come on. Alright, I am going to switch out my controller real quick because my battery's about to die, so I will go ahead and do that. Alright, so I'm back with a new controller. So, I'm going to go ahead and make our way to the boss for this, or the nightmare, excuse me, for this dungeon. Neener, neener, you can't find me. Nya, nya. So yeah, if you use the Pegasus boots and ram into the wall, you'll knock this guy off of the ceiling. This is Slime Eye. So, if you just attack him, he'll just split up into two. But, if you... come on. You gotta be quick, though. You use that, and once he's got this thin little string between them, then you use that to, or use your Pegasus boots to, no. Okay, so if he's falling from the ceiling, you're going to want to use Rock's Feather to jump in the air so that the shockwave does not knock you down. See, I jumped up in the air that time and it allowed me to avoid that shockwave. So, really easy if you know what you're doing. Once you get him split into two, you can actually damage him. So, and with that, we have earned ourselves another heart container, giving us a total of 8 now. So, go into this next room, and we get the Sea Lily Bell. Sounds more like a doorbell than a little bell like that, but waterfall. It is hidden in the waterfall. Alright, so I guess we're on our way to the waterfall. I didn't figure out what that key was for in there, but... How many instruments have you gotten so far? When you play the instruments in front of the egg, the windfish will wake and you will leave this island. Now you must hasten to the Yarna Desert. The dark, monstrous inhabitants of the sand will show you the way. Hoot hoot. Desert? I thought we were going to a waterfall. Things are getting kind of mysterious, so we'll have to see what that's all about in the next episode. But until then, thank you guys so much for watching once again. I really do appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe if you want to catch the next video. And if you know anyone that is also playing through this game, you might share this series with them and they might get some use out of it. So, but yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. We will check out Yarna Desert and see how that connects to this waterfall we're supposed to be looking for. So anyway, yeah, until then, I'll see you guys. Bye.